2012, my mother and I discovered the CSCOPE curriculum that the Education Service Centers had created and leased to Texas school districts. I may not be a public educator, but as an American, I knew something was wrong when I realized the material portrayed the Boston Tea Party as a terrorist act, asked students to draw a new communist flag, taught that Allah was the Almighty, and portrayed communism as something to be achieved. My concerns were increased when teachers admitted to having to sign a non-disclosure statement. I'm gonna take my shoes off. It's a little nervous without a podium. My concerns were increased when teachers admitted to having to sign non-disclosure statements stating that they would not release the contents or say anything negative about the CSCOPE material. Students had no textbooks and parents were forbidden from reviewing the material. I contacted school administrators in numerous CSCOPE school districts regarding the content. Unexpectedly, administrators took to marginalizing my concerns, calling me names from conspiracy theorist to a liar and then some. Excuse me. Their reaction strengthened my resolve and caused me to dig deeper into what was happening behind the scenes. Thankfully, my concerns started getting statewide attention with the help of TV personality Glenn Beck, local radio host, and the national media. At the beginning of the 83rd legislature, Texas State Legislature, I met with Lieutenant Governor Dewhurst, and as a result of our meeting, he called a Texas Senate hearing on CSCOPE, which eventually led to the House hearing and bills were being passed, reining in this rogue program and the ESCs. A state audit of the program was then requested and performed, and as of today, there is still $6.1 million unaccounted for from the CSCOPE debacle. In light of this, it is surprising that Texas schools continue to fund the ESCs. Texas has over 1,000 school districts, and it took me some time to realize the reason that 900 plus school districts would be so deceptive in their implementation of such a program. It was ideology behind it. A Marxist one based on social constructivism, the collective. I then realized our education industry had become masters at deception when it comes to implementing programs that will attract public criticism. Terms have been redefined. Rigor, once associated with knowledge, has come to mean the ability to grapple with something that doesn't have a defined answer. Excuse me. This isn't my favorite place to be right now. Critical thinking now means the ability to be critical, loosely of traditional ideas and values, instead of the ability to analyze. Students are taught to question everything, even what they have learned from their parents, what may include personal values, and absolute values are not taught. This brings me to my concern about the IB program, the International Baccalaureate program, that Magnolia ISD is planning on implementing. Just like CSCOPE, when criticism begins on a prescribed program, studies are then showcased in hopes of proving what a wonderful program it is. You have placed on the Magnolia West website a study by IB graduate that sings IB's praises, which is based in London. Will Archer is the CEO of that company, and he travels the world promoting international education and the data mining of students. Magnolia ISD has also placed a myth and facts document about IB that really twists the facts around only to mislead the reader. IB was initially funded by the UNESCO of the United Nations, and as per this UNESCO document, which I don't have a podium, IB is a non-governmental arm of the UNESCO, which is a part of the UN. The IB organization explains that IB and Common Core standards share the values and beliefs of the UN's Universal Declaration of Human Rights with emphasis on Article 26. These are values America does not support, such as surrendering the United States Constitution, national sovereignty, complete disarmament, and individual rights for students, then become members of the world community. This district states anyone can enroll in this IB program, which only proves it has nothing to do with high academic standards.
Thank you.
This course has no academic value. Students are to learn what knowledge is and are required to do an oral presentation and an essay based on knowledge issues. In this IB document, which I don't have also, some knowledge issues, examples, questions are given for students to choose from. Examples are, is it reasonable to believe in God? What kind of knowledge is math? Is a religion necessary? to have a good moral
Ms.
center?
Russell, your time is up.
Should gay marriage be allowed? Homosexuality a choice? Are there real differences between the sexes? Anyway, I'm ready to quit, but I'm asking y'all to please look into this. This is a very expensive program, and it doesn't do the United States any good.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Mrs. Russell.